is a sequence of numbers where you're multiplying by some constant to get from the one term to the next. So here I'm multiplying every term in this sequence by 1/2, by 0.5, right? Because it's cutting it in half each time. That's a geometric sequence. Or you could think of that as dividing each term by 2. Same thing. So what you should be able to do with the geometric sequence is take one term and divide it by the previous term, or vice versa. It doesn't really matter which one if you're just trying to identify whether it's geometric. And you should get the same number as if you did it with the next pair. This term divided by its next term, 20 divided by 10. That's the common ratio. Okay. I think our textbook uses the common ratio as 20 over 40. I think that's the way they do it. It doesn't matter when you're just trying to identify whether it's a geometric sequence, but if you're trying to calculate what R is, I'm pretty sure like most textbooks do, the next term divided by the current term, 20 divided by 40. But you'll get 1/2 if you do it for each term. This is geometric. So let's try it with this one. Let's do -2 divided by 3. Okay, well great, that's a fraction. We can turn that into a decimal. Let's see if we get the same fraction. If you do 4/3 divided by -2, we should get -2/3, or else it doesn't have the same common ratio. It's not geometric. It's not being multiplied by the same number each time. So if you do your fraction arithmetic here, we want to flip and multiply. So I'm going to multiply by -1/2. And if I cross simplify, that gives me -2/3. So I took this term, divide by this term, I got -2/3. I took 4/3, divide by -2, I get -2/3. And if we do the same thing here, you'll see you'll get -2/3 again. That's why this one is geometric. Let's test it with this one. The next term divided by the current term. So term 2 divided by term 1. If you flip and multiply, you're going to get 1/3 when you simplify there. Take this term, divide by this term now. We better get the same thing or else it's not geometric. Okay, if I flip and multiply, then I cross simplify, I'm going to get 2 in the top, and yeah, maybe I better do it out. I'm not doing so good with mental math right now. So flip and multiply, these cross cancel, 32 divided by 16 is going to give us 2. Look, I took this term, divided by this term, I got 2. If I took this term divided by this term, I got 1/3, so they don't have the same common ratio, so that's not geometric. So if you do the same thing for all these, this is geometric. The common ratio looks like it's -1/4 each time. This one's not geometric. Times 2, then, wait, no, that's +2, +2, +2. That's arithmetic. It's an arithmetic sequence. I don't know if arithmetic's the right way to say that. Maybe times 2, but then that's +2, +2. That's not anything.